Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Kamsa thought, what is my duty now? The Supreme Lord, who knows his purpose, paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya cha duskrita, will not give up his promise. Devaki is a woman, she is my sister, and moreover, she is now pregnant. If I kill her, my reputation, opulence, and duration of life will certainly be vanquished. Purport. According to Vedic principles, a woman, a Brahman, an old man, a child, and a cow should never be killed. It appears that Kamsa, although a great enemy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was aware of the Vedic culture and conscious of the fact that the soul transmigrates from one body to another, and that one suffers in the next life according to the karma of this life. Therefore, he was afraid of killing Devaki. Since she was a woman, she was his sister, and she was pregnant. A Kshatriya becomes famous by performing heroic acts, but what would be heroic about killing a woman who, while confined in his custody, was under his shelter? Therefore, he did not want to act drastically by killing Devaki. Kamsa's enemy was within the Devaki's womb, but killing an enemy in a nascent state would not be an exhibition of prowess. According to Kshatriya rules, an enemy should be fought face to face and with proper weapons. Then if the enemy is killed, the victor becomes famous. Kamsa very conscientiously deliberated upon these facts and therefore refrained from killing Devaki, although he was completely confident that his enemy had already appeared within her womb. This verse from second chapter of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Here it is opinion or Kamsa thinking this way. Srimad Bhagavatam describes, Sukadeva Goswami described that Kamsa killed one after another the 6 sons of Devaki, and about 7th pregnancy, nobody was knowing what had happened. And when Krishna came to know, Bhagavan api Vishwatma Bhakta Nam Abhayankara Avivesha Amsa Bhagena Manah Anand Dundube. When Lord came to know about such a fearful, awkward position of devotee, especially Devaki and Vasudeva, then Bhagavan, Vishwatma, is super soul of all living entity, along with all his opulences, along with all his plenary expansions, entered in the womb of mother. First he entered in the mind of Vasudeva, and Sabibhrad, when Vasudeva was holding Krishna in his mind, then he became as brilliant as sun itself. Bhrajmano yatha ravi. The effulgence was illuminating, coming out, emanating from his body, as if he was as brilliant, glorious as sun. And then from his mind, Vasudeva transferred Lord Sri Krishna in the mind or in the heart of Devaki. Tato Jagan Mangal Achyutansam. Krishna, Devaki was holding Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of all six opulences, along with every single plenary expansion. Everyone was included in the personality of Krishna, Vishnu, and Devaki he was keeping within her womb. Dadhar sarvatmakatma bhutam kashtam yatha anandakaram manastam. From the mind of Vasudeva, Krishna entered in the mind or in the heart or in the body or in the womb of Mother Devaki. So Devaki was at that time living in the prison house of Kamsa, in the palace of Kamsa. So here it describes Sa Devaki Sarv Jagan Nivasa. Devaki became the residence of Vishnu, Krishna. And Krishna is the residence of all cosmic manifestation. Everything dwells situated within the body of Krishna, Vishnu, and that Vishnu was in the womb of Mother Devaki. Nivas bhuta nitaram nareje. Mother Devaki, she became the Nivas, residence of Krishna. But her beauty, her opulence, her glories was not known in people in general. They did not know her exalted position because she was confined. Bhojendra gehe agni shikha iva ruddha. Sukadeva Goswami described that she was confined, she was arrested, she was living in the prison house of Kamsa. So her beauty, her glory was not appreciated. And Sukadeva Goswami gives two examples. One is Agni Shikha Iva Ruddha, a very powerful lamp or flame of fire. If it is covered, the flame of fire it is covered in the wall of the pot, certainly put the very powerful lamp in the pot, then it will not be illuminated. It will cover. And another example, Sukadeva Goswami talks, Saraswati Jnana Khale Yathasato. Saraswati, knowledge, wisdom, education. If that education and knowledge is with one person, it's called Gyan Khal. He knows, he is very learned scholar, he knows everything. But he is holding that knowledge within himself. He is not distributing that word. In one sense, it is the misuse of knowledge or misuse of education. The person, they are very much knowledgeable personality, very learned personality, but they don't preach. They don't reveal that now. Gyan khale yatha sati, as Saraswati, the education or knowledge is with confined with some person who is Gyan Khal, not distributing, he is not enthusiastic to distribute the knowledge. Nitaram Bhojendra. So one day, Devaki was in that situation and Kamsa was aware that Devaki is pregnant. She is going to give the birth of eighth child, eighth son. So one day he came to visit Devaki. One time he came and Tamviksha Kamsa Parvaya Jitantara. Kamsa saw Mother Devaki. And here Sukadeva Goswami described Parvaya Ajit Antara. Krishna, the Vishnu, was within the womb of Mother Devaki, within the heart of Mother Devaki, and by her effulgence, the whole atmosphere the palace was illuminated. Virochayantim bhavanam suchismitam. Simply by her presence, the darkness of palace, darkness of the prison house was illuminated. It's a very Virochayantim means light, effulgence was emanating from her body, transcendental body, and all that atmosphere, all the area was illuminated. And same time, Bhavanam Suchismitam. Smitam, she was smiling. Suchismitam, she was smiling. When Kamsa saw her beauty, as well her happiness, his delight, his bliss, she was in the bliss, her bliss. Then all of a sudden, his thought came in his mind, Ahesh me pran haro harim guha. He spoke, certainly the Hari, Vishnu has entered in the womb of Mother Devaki. Dhruvam, he said, I can tell with all my confidence that Krishna, the Vishnu, has entered in the womb of Mother Devaki. Me pran hara, who will kill me, my number one enemy. I am destined to kill by Vishnu, and now Vishnu has entered in the womb of Devaki. Dhruvam Srito, certainly he has taken shelter in the womb of Mother Devaki. Someone may ask, how we can tell? What could be reason? He say, Pura iyam idrishina. Before she was not so brilliant, so beautiful, and same time she was never happy. Always, since many years, at least for 8-9 years, she was threatened. She was knowing that my sons will be killed. For he says, Kamsa says that whenever I have seen him since very beginning of her childhood, never ever she was so much beautiful, such a beauty. And Suchismita, and always she was not a very happy lady. Her eyes were always filled with tears because her 6 sons and many things, tribulation against her. But today he is very much smiling. Here, since Vishnu was in the womb of Mother Devaki, so Krishna's beauty are also emanating, coming out from that. So beauty as well as happiness. So Krishna's nature of Lord Vishnu, Satchidananda, Anand. This is a personified bliss was there within the womb of Mother Devaki, so that bliss and beauty, light, effulgence was emanating from her body. So Kamsa says, certainly, Ahesh me pranhara. Pranhara, my killer, my enemy, certainly he has taken shelter in the womb of Mother Devaki. And then we will talk about this verse. Kimadya tasmin karaniya masu. Adya, today, immediately, today and now, kim adya me karaniya. What I should do immediately. What I should do today and immediately, soon. Kimadya tasmin karaniya masu. In these circumstances, Vishnu has already entered. My enemy has already entered in the womb of Devaki. So what immediately soon I should do? All of a sudden this thought came in his mind. So maybe some minister, he was along with some ministers. This is a good time. Kill Devaki and along with the pregnant boy, pregnancy, destroy everything. Then he said, no, that I can do. Kimadya tasmin karaniye masume. What should I do? Then suggestion was that kill the Devaki. You wanted to kill many years ago. Almost decades ago you wanted to kill her. And then Vishnu, your enemy, has entered in the womb. So kill first Devaki and same time the boy also, son also, child also. But that I can do. Yadartha tantra nabihanti vikrama. Earth tantra, even a most sinful, selfish person, he does not spoil his own reputation. Vikram, he prowess. But I should not do that. For any reason, even a sinful person, he doesn't spoil his own glory. And also here talks about Yadanta Tantra. Even Krishna is in the womb of Mother Devaki. So he has taken a vow, paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha duskritan. So he will not give up his prowess. He is still very much determined to, he may kill me. So he is trying to get a person, Artha Tantra means who knows the purpose of life, how life we should lead. That person never ever vihanti vikram. He doesn't spoil his own vikram, his own prowess or his own reputation. And Istriya Sasur Gur Matya Badhoyam. This type of killing of Devaki, this type of if I be killed, so I should not kill Istriya. She is a woman. First the logic he presenting, I should not kill Devaki because she is a woman. And Sasu, my own younger sister. Woman, same time his sister, and above all she is pregnant. So three reasons is that she is my woman, my sister, and she is pregnant. So this type of killing, if I do kill Devaki, then Sri Sri Radha Gokula Nanda ji ki, Sri Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki, Gaurnitai ki. Yasah striyam hanti anukalam ayu. If I kill Devaki, if I will kill Devaki, immediately I will spoil my yash, my reputation, my kirti, my fame. And striya, opulence. I would be bereft from opulence forever, anukalam. And third thing, I will lose, I will spoil my duration of life. My duration of life will be finished. I will lose all opulences and I will lose all yash, reputation. In this purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that according to Vedic principle, a woman, a Brahman, an old man, a child, and a cow, and the cow should never be killed. They should be protected. They should be given all protection. So here says, she is Istri, woman. Prabhupada says he was well aware, though he was enemy, a demoniac mentality, enemy of Krishna, but he was aware with the Vedic principles. The woman should not be killed. A Brahman should not be punished. A child should not be punished, and a cow should not be killed. So he talks about Istriyaha, Sasu is woman, my younger sister, and same time she is pregnant, so I should not kill. He talks about reputation, ayu. In Bhagavad Gita, when Lord was talking to Arjuna, one reason Krishna told Arjuna should fight, he was justifying his fighting, because if Arjuna will give up fighting, then akritim chapi bhutani kathaishyanti te abhyam. Krishna says that people will talk about your like infamy, ill name. Akritim chapi bhutani, all the generals, all the heroes was participating in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they will talk about your infamy. Akritim chapi bhutani kathaishyanti te abhyam. Your reputation is widespread all over the surface of earth as the best archer of the time. You are the best, most prominent personality in archery, Dhanur Vidya. And since then Krishna says, Sambhavitasya cha kritiri. Apakriti or infamy, ill name, bad reputation for a respectable person, which is maranat atirichyate, worse than death. Death is painful, no doubt. But a person, respectable person, infamy, opposite, is more painful than death. Akritim chapi bhutani kathaishyanti te vyam sambhavitasya cha kritir maranadatiricyate. Infamy, ill name, opposite for a respectable person is worse than death, is more powerful than death. So, Prabhupada meant kirtir yasya sajivati. Kirti yasya sajivati. So we should try to protect our reputation, kirti. Of course, there is very celebrated conversation between Ramananda Rai and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself on the bank of Godavari river. Their discussion was going on. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked one, what is the greatest reputation for a person? What could be the greatest reputation? And Ramananda Rai gives answer that the person who is reputed as a devotee, that is the greatest reputation. So we should, in all circumstances, protect our reputation. Yash, Kirti. Here, Kamsa, being a Kshatriya, he was aware, so he talks about, I will spoil my reputation, my widespread reputation. Of course, he was not very much, not a good reputation, but for self-glorification, need not any recommendation. He was thinking that, of course, that very nice idea. Is it applicable for other person? For him, what type of a reputation he has? Killing small children, living such a cruel life. But still he says, Yasha, I will spoil my reputation. And Striya, opulence. I will be bereft for all opulences, all riches, forever. Anukala means forever. Once if I kill Devaki, certainly I will lose all my riches, all my opulence forever. Again I will not get it and I will lose duration of life. Duration of life will decrease simply by ayam badha, this type of killing. And then he talks about, and Lord Sri Krishna here talks about when Krishna was instructing Arjuna, akritim chapi bhutani. Arjuna was thinking, because he was not willing to fight, out of compassion for his kinsmen, brothers. But Krishna said, people are not going to appreciate this, your compassion. They will tell that Arjuna left the battlefield out of fear of his life. They will not think that out of compassion you are refraining, you are not fighting. Bhayat ranat uparatam manyasante. They will think that Arjuna, though who was boasting as a big hero, but he saw the enemy out of cowardness, out of fear, he left the battlefield. Bhayat uparam. Not that they were not going to appreciate that you are out of compassion for your kins, your family member, your brothers, you have left the battlefield. So in this way they will think. And for a respectable person, esteemed personality, the infamy opposite is worse than death. So that should be protected. And again talks about opulence. When we commit some offense, especially for great personality, especially devotee, then we lose immediately all these things. Reputation, opulence, and our life is certainly reduced. So, he thinking, Sayesa Jivan Khalusam Pareta. Says that the person who is considered to be as good as dead, even while he is breathing, he is living, Jivan, Sayesa Jivan Khalusam Pareta. Varte tayo atyant nisansitena. The person who is surviving, maintaining himself by means of very cruelty, atishay nisansata, very cruelty, does some cruel activities, sometimes illegal activity, and sometimes he maintains his body, that type of jivan is as good as dead. Though he is breathing, swans is coming out, in and out, but he is considered to be dead person. And a person who is survived by cruelty, dehe mritam cha manuja sapanti. The people condemn him, they curse him, though sometimes they don't come forward directly in front, but behind their curse, they condemn that type of life. If I kill Devaki, then certainly every single person of this earthly planet, they will condemn, they will blame me, they will curse me. And after death, certainly I will enter in the hellish condition of life. This type of killing is not very much befitting. When Prabhupada has written purport in this verse, then Prabhupada talks he has given him, originally Prabhupada gave one lecture on the appearance or DSC appearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj in Los Angeles. So he talks about one saintly person gives different type of blessing for different type people. So the story goes like that. One time a saintly person was sitting in the middle of forest and one prince, son of king, came. Of course he was civilized, cultural person. King offered obeisances to sadhu and sadhu gave the blessing. Rajputra Chiram Jiva. O prince, son of king, you live forever. You don't die. You need not to die. Rajputra Chiram Jiva. You live a long life. Mamara. Don't die. And then the prince become very much happy. And another person came. He was the son of a Muni Putra. Rishi Putra. Rishi Putra, he also offer obeisances. And then saintly person will Rishi Putra Ma Jiva. O Rishi Putra, son of sadhu, son of saintly person, you don't die. You don't live. Better you should die immediately. So two different. And then one third person came. He was hunter, taken birth in the family of butcher. Certainly he also offer obeisances. Butcher, but still know some culture, sadhu, he should be offer obeisances. And then sadhu gave him blessing. Badhik Putra, O son of hunter or son of butcher, Ma Jiva Ma Mara. You don't live and you don't die. You don't die and don't live. And then that person, and fourth, even sadhu, bhakta, devotee, Vaishnava came, and he also offered obeisances to the sadhu. And then sadhu gave him blessing. sadhu jiva va maro va. It is up to you. If like, you continue living, don't die, or if like, you die. There is no difference for you. Jiva va maro va. Either you live or die. Doesn't make any difference for you. And the both person. Yeah. And then one person was sitting next to the sadhu. Then say, what type of benediction, blessing you are offering to the for king Mamara, don't die, and for Muniputra, immediately you die, and for hunter or butcher, you don't live and don't die, and for sadhu, devotee, jiva va marova. Either you live or you die. The saintly person explained, a king living a nice opulent life, prince. So this time certainly he is enjoying the delights of material world. He is not cultivating in spirituality. So certainly when he quit the body, he will be degraded. So he will lost all opportunity for sense gratification. Better he should remain in this life. Yavat jivet sukham jivet. As long as you are living, that is very good because we are enjoying the life. And what about Muniputra? Blessing was ma jiva, don't live. So that sadhu explained that yes, he was engaged in tapasya and austerity, so much engaged in tapasya, austerity, penances, performing. If he is surviving, certainly he will suffering due to tapasya, some inconvenient he has to go. If he will give up his body, immediately he will be elevated in heavenly planet, upper planetary system. So better he should quit his body and go to upper planetary system. So, and what about the butcher or hunter's son? Because ma jiva ma mara, don't live and don't die. Because while he is living, certainly he is committing, every day he is like business, every day his duty to kill the animals. So he is accumulating sinful activities, and this is a very abominable life, very painful life, not very good. So this time, while living, it is not good for him. And in case he will die, then certainly he is going to hellish planet and he will suffer there. So he should not die. Otherwise he will die, he will enter in hellish planet, suffering would be there. If he is living, then he is accumulating all sinful activity. So he should not live and he should not die. What about devotee? Jiva va marova. A devotee, if he is living, he will cultivate Krishna consciousness. He will preach the glory of Krishna. If he will die, he will enter in the kingdom of God in Vaikuntha, in Golok. So for him it is not. While he is living in this material world, he will cultivate Krishna consciousness. He will preach Krishna consciousness. And at the same time, he will find opportunity of service. So while here he will engage in Krishna seva, and after quitting the body he will enter in the planet. So for him, jiva va marova. So here Kamsa is talking about sa esa jivan khalusam pareta. A person who is leading his life, who is maintaining himself with cruel means, with cruelty, so while he is living, he is as good as dead person. Dehe mritam te manuja sapanti. While he is living, all the human beings, they condemn him, they curse him, and after death, he enters in ganta tamondham, tamo andham. One tanumanina who considered the body the self, who thinks that the body, I am the self, that he goes in hellish planet of life. So, he is talking about, I should not kill Devaki. this type of killing would be very bad, abominable for me. And then Sukadeva Goswami, so here question arises that Kamsa was giving this logic today, but many years ago he was ready to kill Devaki, he wanted to kill Devaki. So how come this change of heart took place in this circumstances? Whatever logic he was giving in previous, when he heard the Akashvani, that time also Devaki was a woman, not that he was in male body, and she was his sister. Of course, that time she was not pregnant, but it was time for marriage. So this logic, I should not kill Devaki because she is woman, because she is my sister, because she is pregnant. So this logic doesn't make very sound. That time also she was woman, she was his sister. So how come that this time the change of heart took place in Kamsa? What could be reason? He wanted to kill Devaki many years ago. That time she was woman, she was his sister. And he said that I should not kill Devaki because she is woman, she is my sister, she is my pregnant. So that time she was not woman, she was not his sister. So that time he wanted to kill, he was very much determined to kill, and now he refrained himself. No, I should not kill. But what could be the reason of this change of heart? Yeah, Vishnu was present. So any living entity, that time, now Vishnu, Krishna was within her body, within her womb. So due to any person who cultivates Krishna consciousness, if Krishna consciousness, of course, for Devaki it was more than Krishna consciousness. Krishna personally was there in her body, her womb. So due to the presence of Vishnu, due to presence of bhakti, this type of change of heart took place. A so ghastly personality, so sinful, so cruel personality. When Devaki was holding Krishna in her womb, his mind absolutely changed. So much changed that the next verse talks about iti ghor tamat bhavat nivrita swayam prabhu. Sukadeva Goswami take Prabhu, Kamsa Prabhu. Kamsa Prabhu refrain from killing Devaki. Prabhu is the exact word is written. Kamsa Prabhu. Swayam Prabhu. The Prabhu, Kamsa Prabhu refrained himself by killing. Ghor tamad bhavat. Most ghastly feeling was before, envious. But he refrained himself. Sun nivrita completely. Not even a tinge was there of enviness towards Devaki in the heart of Kamsa. Not that Swayam, Sukadeva Goswami, not that someone preached to him. No, you should not kill, because she is a woman, she is your sister, she is pregnant. Nobody otherwise instructed him. Swayam, from within, his heart was so much clean, so much changed, so much purified, that he became completely sannivrita. So this type of change take place. Any person, if really we are Krishna conscious, we are bhakta, then even the cruel person will come in front of us, his heart would be completely changed. So Kamsa refrained himself from the killing of Devaki. So, I should not kill, no way. If I will kill Devaki, immediately I will spoil my reputation. I will lose my all opulences, all my glory, everything. I will bereft of all opulences and glory. And sometimes my life, duration of my life will be reduced immediately, forever. So, I should not. And then, aste pratikshan tanjanma harir vairnanda. Though there was not even a tinge of envious feeling towards the Devaki, but aste tasmin parikshan, but he was waiting Krishna, Vishnu will appear and immediately I will kill him. As soon as Vishnu appears from the womb of Devaki, for Devaki, all compassion, all goodwill was there for him. But my child, my enemy, I will kill. And he is waiting. Pratikshan. He awaited. Every single moment he was waiting. Okay, when Vishnu will come, when Vishnu will come. So this way, this is incident of one day, one particular day, Kamsa goes in the prison house, and as soon as he saw Devaki, her happiness, the beauty and like a delight, happiness, it was emanating from her existence. And as soon as he saw, immediately his heart was absolutely changed, become very much purified. But again, the description that he came in the palace and then he associated with his supporters, ministers, and they were not very Krishna conscious personality. Immediately again he maintained the same attitudes, not towards Devaki, but certainly towards Lord Vishnu. So here we describe something. Of course, we are talking yesterday and something about demons, and by hearing the pastime of demon, especially killing demon. So this is pastime or something description about Kamsa. That time he is not killed, still he alive. Afterward he was killed. He was killed in Mathura. And we did not find any description what anartha Kamsa represents. In that book, I could not find out. So here I stop, and if you have any question or comment, please ask.